Okay, hello guys, Steve here again. So today I just want to continue reading this book. It's just because I'm so passionate about this, and today's chapter is gonna be chapter 5. English is a physical sport. Okay, and let's get started. So one of the greatest errors of the Indian curriculum is that schools teach English as an academic subject. In school, you study English, you learn about English, you analyze the parts of the language, grammar, vocabularies, etc. It takes tests about this knowledge. The problem is English is not a subject to be studied. English is a skill to be performed or played. Speaking is something you do, not something you analyze and think about. Perhaps you can see the problem. Personally, conversations are very fast and they are unpredictable. The other person speaks quickly and you never know exactly what they will say. You must be able to listen, understand, and respond almost instantly. There simply is no time to think about grammar, translations, or anything else you learn in school in English class. English conversations is more like playing soccer, football. A soccer player must act and react almost instantly. The player must play the game intuitively. Soccer players do not study physics formulas in order to play well. They learn by doing. They play soccer. They don't study it. Studying grammar rules to speak English is much like a soccer player studying pieces to play soccer. This might be interesting and that, but it certainly won't help performance. Your job, therefore, is to stop studying English and start to playing it. Remember that your viewer is an important part, perhaps the most important part of your effortless English engine. Learning to play English rather than study it is a powerful way to develop strong psychology and go much faster on the road to fluency. When we first discussed viewer, we learn how to use our bodies to change our emotions. It turns out the body is, in fact, very important and like this key to learn English by using physical actions while learning. Is it possible to learn faster, remember more, remember longer, and speak better? Dr. Tran answered a psychologist, 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 and professor emeritus at St. Joe's State University found that using physical actions in language class actually helps students learn vocabulary better. Dr. Asher became curious about the link between language and movement after watching how young children learn to speak. He noticed that when parents said something, their children typically would respond with words or some sort of action. He also noticed that parents frequently use actions and gestures while speaking to their babies. Based on his research and observations, Asher developed a total physical response system of language teaching in which students respond to the teacher commands in a new language with the whole body actions. These actions strengthen the meanings of the phrase and make it easier to remember. Dr. Asher believes that students can learn 12 to 36 words in an hour using this method. I've had similar success using a version of it in my lessons and seminars. Of course, this is the completely opposite of what happens in most English classes. In school, you are told to stew in your chair, use it for an hour or more. Naturally, the longer you sit, the more your energy drops. As your energy drops, your concentration drops too. And as your concentration drops, you learn less and forget more. Of course, this lower energy frequently leads to feelings of boredom, less movement and less energy. Lower concentration and boredom naturally produce worse results, no matter what the method is. So we have now a downward spiral. While everyone benefits from physical learning, some people absolutely need it. These people call us kinesthetic learners. They learn best when they connect learning to physical movement. This kind of learner tends to struggle in traditional classrooms where they are required to sit motionless for hours. Schools and teachers often label these people as being learning disabled or as having attention deficit disorder. The problem, however, is not that kinesthetic learners are disabled. Rather, the problem is a teaching disability. The failure of schools to teach active learners in an effective way. My efforts in seminars and classes are quite different. Many have described them as English rock concerts in an English in an effortless English seminar. We frequently jump, dance, shout, laugh, and move. In fact, it is rare for learners to sit for more than 15 minutes in one of my seminars. I want them moving, I want them energized because I know that active and energized people learn faster, learn more, remember longer, and perform better. Remember, English is a performance skill, not a subject you study. The more you use your body while learning, the more your success you will achieve. One way to use movements while learning English is to use an accent vocabulary method. In this method, you connect a unique physical movement to a new vocabulary word. You sell the word or phrase and perform the movement. The movement should remind you of the meaning of the word. By doing this repeatedly, you connect the word, its meaning, and the unique physical action. This combination creates a stronger and deeper memory, resulting in faster and deeper vocabulary learning. This is far more effective than simply trying to memorize long lists of words. Another simple way to use your body is to walk while learning English with a smartphone. You can make your learning mobile instead of sitting on your butt, slowly losing energy, put in the headphones and go for a walk while listening to the English. As you walk, your heart will boom and your brain will get more blood. You will get more energy and thus you will concentrate better. You will probably enjoy learning more too. There is no reason to be limited by the old school methods. You do not need to sit motionless in a chair while you learn. You do not need to remain silent. You do not need to be bored and tired. At as an independent learner, you are free to learn in the way that most effective and most enjoyable for you. Um, you are the master of your own learning. Enjoy it. Remember the peak emotion exercise you learned. This is not as a way to use your body while learning English. Take a short energy break. Play your favorite energetic music, jump, shout, smile, cheese, and dance for a couple of minutes. Fully energize your body and create peak emotions. Then continue to learn English. Take these energy breaks every 20 to 30 minutes every time you learn English. I guarantee you get better results. What do students when they are playing? They are happy, energetic, and active. Children learn best while playing. They bring an attitude of playing to everything they do. Small children don't need much effort or discipline. They are energized by curiosity. They learn actively. They learn by playing and play while learning. Is it time for you to rediscover these natural qualities as an adult? You still invest in this way. You to benefit from being active and energized while learning. You to benefit from physical movement and an attitude of play. You use the techniques and methods in this book. Always use with a fun and playful attitude. There are two major parts to the efforts in the system: the psychology and the method. You know that psychology is the fuel that makes the engine go. You must develop that fuel to create higher and higher energy for learning. You have to learn how to use peak emotional anchoring, beliefs, and physical movement to create that fuel. You have learned the importance of an active playful attitude. In the next chapter, you will learn another psychological technique for creating the most powerful feel possible for English learning. See below. So accent, vocabulary. So many students waste time trying to memorize English vocabulary. They study long lists of words. They repeat the list many times, trying to memorize the English words and then translate these meanings. Unfortunately, the research shows that 80% of vocabulary learned this way is forgotten less than a year. That's a lot of waste time and effort. There is another problem with this vocabulary learning method. It is boring and it kills long-term motivation. As a student, you must be very careful. Killing motivation is the worst thing you can do. Learning English is a marathon. It's a long run. It requires high levels of motivation that sustain for many years. Using boring vocabulary learning methods, therefore, is daily bad. It is inefficient and it weakens motivation. There is a better way. As participants in my breakthrough seminars have found out, is possible to learn new vocabulary in a way that is far more powerful and is a lot of fun. When you learn this way, studies show that you can remember 80% 1 year later. That is so powerful. The key is to deep, powerful long-term vocabulary learning is movement. When you combine strong physical movements and with understandable new vocabularies, you create deep connections in your brain and body. These connections are long-term, they last. The key is to use a movement that reminds you the meanings of the vocabulary. Is exactly true. For example, imagine that you want to learn the phrase to proclaim. First, you would find the meanings of the word, which is to say now publicly, often in a loud way. After you know the meaning, you create an action that reminds you of it. You might put your hands to your mouth and pretend you are yelling loud to say publicly and loudly. Finally, would sell the face to proclaim you did the gesture at the same time. The more loudly you sell and the more energetically you do the gesture, the stronger the connection you make in your brain by simply shouting the phrases and doing the movement variously several times. They will create a stronger and deeper memory of the meaning. In a recent seminar I did in Vietnam, I taught a number of new words using this action vocabulary methods. The students shouted the new words with me while simultaneously using the strong actions I showed them. Each action would connect us to the meanings of the new words on face. By the end of the lesson, they knew those words completely, never to forget them. But that not at all, since effortless English is a deep learning system. I repeated those new words again. This time in a story lesson. Each time I use one of the new words in a story, I asked the students to use the same strong gesture, and we have practiced. Through the mini story lesson, the students got even more repetition of the vocabulary with the motion and strong actions. Finally, I gave the students homework, download the audio mini story lessons, listen to that audio every day for 1 week. If students do this, they will learn these new vocabulary words very deeply and will remember them forever. That is the power of effortless in the system, and that is the power of using physical movement while learning. So, 8 simple steps to changing your emotions. One, find some exciting, energetic music that you love. Two, before you start listening to English lesson, play music. Three, at this exciting music plays, raise your head, look up, change your body, pull your shoulder back, stand tall, and then smile. A smile, big smile. Take a deep breath. Four, next you move your body, dance with the music, keep looking up, keep smiling, jump and dance. Lift your arms over your head as you jump and dance and smile. Feel the happiness and energy from the music. Five, stop, say loudly yes. And say it again just one more time. Yes, now. Six, now play your English lesson as you listen. Keep your shoulder back, keep your eyes up, Keep smiling. In fact, stand up and keep moving, walking. Breathe deeply as you listen to the lesson. 7. When you listen to my mini story lessons, answer is a question loudly. Don't be shy. Shout your answer. Keep your hand up, eyes up. Keep a big smile on your face, and you answer with a loud voice. 8. If you begin to feel tired and bored anytime, pause the lessons, play your favorite music again, and repeat all of these steps. Add more energy to your body and your emotions. Then play a lesson again. By managing your emotion in this way, you will say study longer, and you will remember more, and you will learn 2 4 times faster. You will also teach yourself to be strong and confident when you speak English. Okay, hello, guy. I want to finish here. So after reading this, I just got so excited about the lessons, and I really appreciate to the HA that create the course, write this book. And again, I want to stop here, guys. So.